As the Arctic warms at nearly 4 times the global average, one of the most tangible and controversial consequences is the increasing accessibility of shipping routes near the North Pole. Historically sealed by thick year-round sea ice, the region now experiences significant seasonal melting, especially during late summer. This change is not just ecological, it's geopolitical and economic, promising shorter trade routes between major markets while raising profound environmental and security concerns. Although the dream of a bustling polar shipping corridor remains distant, routes like the Northern Sea Route are operational in limited capabilities. Others, such as the Northwest Passage and the Transpolar Sea Route, remain aspirational or embryonic, hindered by thick ice, sparse infrastructure, and political complications. The most active Arctic shipping lane is the Northern Sea Route, stretching from the Barents Sea near Europe along Russia's Siberian coast to the Bering Strait. Operational primarily from July to November, the NSR offers a compelling advantage. It is up to 40% shorter than traditional routes through the Suez Canal when connecting Northern Europe and Northeast Asia. Russia has heavily invested in this corridor. The strategic infrastructure, combined with Moscow's ambitions to dominate Arctic commerce, underscores how climate change has turned the once frozen North into the theater for energy exports and influence. However, the NSR is far from global maritime superhighway. Foreign container lines like Maersk have experimented with the route but deemed it uneconomical due to the cost of ice-class ships, high insurance premiums, and limited search and rescue capabilities. Icebreakers remain essential even in summer, and weather conditions are notoriously volatile. The Northwest Passage, weaving through the Canadian Arctic archipelago, has long captivated explorers and shipping strategists. Its emergence as a trade corridor has been slow, hindered by thicker multi-year ice. The NWP sees only occasional use, mostly by scientific expeditions, luxury cruise ships, or rare cargo transit. A major challenge is the political dispute over sovereignty. Canada claims these waters as internal, subject to national laws. The United States and others argue the passage is an international strait, granting transit passage rights. This legal disagreement, combined with harsh ice conditions and minimal infrastructure, discourages foreign commercial use. The most direct and potentially transformative Arctic shipping corridor is the Transpolar Sea Route, cutting across the North Pole. This direct North Pole passage likely won't be usable until mid-century at the earliest, even under aggressive sea ice loss projections. Obstacles are daunting. Unpredictable ice flows, extreme weather, lack of ports, no emergency services, and poor satellite navigation in high latitudes. Arctic shipping faces formidable barriers like drifting ice and volatile weather, requiring constant icebreaker support. Oil spills in this fragile ecosystem could devastate maritime life and indigenous communities who depend on subsistence hunting for survival. Costs for ice-class ships and insurance are 50 to 100% higher than traditional routes, despite potential fuel savings from shorter distances. Russia dominates the Arctic, leveraging the NSR for energy exports to Asia. China, a self-declared near-Arctic state, invests in icebreakers and ports for its polar Silk Road. Year-round Arctic shipping remains decades away. The NSR, functional but limited, may be ice-free for 3 to 6 months by 2100. The NWP 2 to 4 months. The TSR not until mid-century. Economic incentives of faster trade must be weighed against environmental risks and geopolitical disputes in this contested frontier. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.